What's up everyone, welcome to Alice and Anna. My name is Alice. Mike is somewhere here too. And today I'm doing kind of like a weird video. Finally, university has started. I'm so happy about it because, oh, couldn't wait. Now I have a life purpose. I have a purpose in life again, which is just fantastic. But after not doing anything for 6 months, I found it quite hard to settle into routine and just like to remember how to study. The thing is that there are lots of videos on YouTube on telling you how to do that, and they're awesome. Like, I love them, they're really great. But for people such as myself who cannot produce serotonin and basically they're a mess, watching those videos might be a little bit like, okay, so I'll watch them, but I actually don't do anything. So in this video I would like to share with you my advice on how to study at home during the pandemic, when you're studying online, when you're a mess. Okay, number one on the list is to have a routine. Or, in my case, at least try to. The thing is that I'm not really a routine person, but we as humans, we need routine to feel normal, to feel stable. So what I did kind of like a morning routine and a nighttime routine. And it kind of tricks my brain into thinking that I have a routine, which is, you know, you gotta start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I cannot do any more than that. So before I fall asleep, there's a number of things I do. So when I am in bed and I'm in PJs, I'm on my phone, obviously, for the like next 2-3 hours. Who doesn't do that? They're crazy. So before, I would put my phone on the charger right next to me, so like literally I'd be sleeping, my phone is right here. But now I put it kind of like away. I put it on the most remote part of my room, so when I wake up I don't reach for it straight away. The second thing is that I put a water bottle next to my bed, but I feel like almost everyone does that, so do that too. And the third thing, which for me is really new, is now I'm trying to fall asleep without headphones, which is really hard personally. I always would fall asleep listening to something. It's either music, or I'm watching a TV show, or I'm doing something else, and it's fun, but then your brain never really rests. I wake up basically anytime as long as it's before class, and I do have some time to spare. I do advise waking up early in the morning. It just feels nicer, but it's up to you. So the first thing I do in the morning is obviously I go to the washroom, and then right after that I make my bed immediately. The moment I leave my bed, I need to make it, otherwise I'm gonna go back. Otherwise I'm just gonna stay there forever. Then I go straight downstairs. I drink some water, I make breakfast, typical things, but usually I would always have my phone already on me, and as I'm eating, I'm scrolling. No, just enjoy the morning by yourself. Not only this, but I am also not listening to any music, not even a podcast, like a psychopath. I need to learn how to do one thing at once. Like, if I'm eating, I want to eat. I don't want to multitask, because that's what we do every day, right? Gen Z, multitasking all the time. No, I need to learn how to focus on one task, and that's what I'm doing. Get dressed, or if you'd like, put some makeup on. Now, this concept is very new to me, and I did learn this during the quarantine. It's such a cool hack to trick your brain into thinking that you're about to go to work, or into thinking that you're about to go to university or school. Wow, I might recommend 10 out of 10. I do feel really, really comfy in what I'm wearing, but it's not PJs. Because if you're wearing PJs, your brain is still like in sleep mode. But this way, no. If you like putting makeup on, do that as well. I mean, I really enjoy putting makeup on, like, just to look at myself and be like, woohoo, you know, but I don't do it every day. Like, for example, today I'm filming, so I'm definitely gonna put one on. But then sometimes I'm like, no. Now, what happens now that you are dressed. If you turn on your lecture right now at this very moment, what's going to happen is that you're going to get bored, you're going to get tired, and you're going to want to go to sleep because it is early and it's cold. But your bed is made and you're not wearing your PJs anymore, so you can't really do it. All you can do now is kind of just lie on your bed, but not like actually cover yourself with blankets. And then that's not as fun, so you kind of just like on your phone for 15 minutes and then you have no choice but to go and study. Work smarter, not harder. And this brings me to my third point. Have a clear separation on where you study and where you relax. Now, I'm really lucky to be living in an apartment, so I have lots of space. So if I'm sleeping in my room, I can go and work pretty much everywhere. But even in this case, I don't think I was using my space correctly. Now I do. Thank you, quarantine, you taught me. If you're on your bed, do not do anything but sleep and relax on your bed. Nothing else. And then when you're sitting at your desk, don't do anything but study. If your lecture finished and you're still sitting in your desk and you're quite comfy and you want to like scroll TikTok, no, leave your desk and go to your bed. Like go on the floor, I don't care, but do not sit in your desk. Because what happens then, the more you do it, in the future, every time you're gonna be sitting down at your desk, your brain is gonna be like, oh, is it work time? And it will be, basically your brain will learn how to go into this work mode and you won't need to motivate yourself. So even throughout the day, between my classes and between my lectures, when I take breaks, I leave my desk and I go somewhere else. I go on my bed or I go downstairs. So yes, clear zones where you sleep and relax and where you work. Where you sleep and relax and where you work. Importante. Yeah, your space is really important, so try to keep it clean. You might be a mess in your head, but at least your surroundings aren't. Oh! This is kind of like a side note. It's not really part of studying every single day, but what I like to do sometimes even at the beginning of the week, sometimes at the beginning of the school year, really up to you, is to put down little write down your aspirations and goals. University life is not something that's gonna last forever. It will go away, and a lot of people really miss it. So really take advantage of what you can do and put down your little goals of what you want to achieve. It might have something to do with studying, so maybe you want to spend more time learning with this professor, or maybe hanging out with them. Maybe you just want to get to know your course mates better. Maybe you want to use the space that university offers you. You know, it's nice to write those down and then have them somewhere, maybe on the wall or on your desktop as a wallpaper. And this way you kind of always have this in front of you and you never lose sight of what you want to achieve, which I think it's quite nice, you know. Okay, going back to actual studying. So you're sitting at the desktop, you're all ready, you put your lecture on. Take notes. I know what you think. I don't need notes, I can remember things, or blah blah blah, whatever, I don't give a fuck. Take down notes. What happens with learning with a laptop? So when we're on a laptop, what we do, yeah, we can work, blah blah blah, but then when we're watching like YouTube or something like that, we multitask usually. We can be on YouTube and then be on our phone at the same time. Maybe we're cooking and listening to a podcast at the same time. With university lectures, this kind of doesn't work. So you need to be focused and be on top of your lecture all the time. And keeping notes will help you with that. I mean, depends on what kind of lecture it is, because sometimes taking notes is quite hard because they speak so fast. So what I do, I literally just like write down every word that I hear and I have time to write it. It doesn't make any sense at the end, like none, zero. When I read it back, I'm like, I remember writing it, but then in future I'm not gonna be like, I remember doing this and that. Take down notes, take down your keywords, whatever you want, just write something while you're listening to the lecture. That will help you to focus so much. Oof. Research. So now that you're all motivated and you're ready to study and blah blah blah, the hardest part is actually studying. And that's when none of the YouTube videos, nothing will ever help you, because you need to figure out what works best for you. Personally, I found out that if I'm paying lots of attention during class, I don't really need anything else. And then I have my own little trinkets and rituals on how to study by myself without, you know, if I want to do something extra. But it's so specific to every single person that this is when you need to figure out what works best for you. Now, what I recommend doing is watching a YouTube video on how to study, because there's so many of them. Don't watch any more than 2, because then you end up feeling good, but you actually haven't done anything. But if you watch 1 or 2, that's when you actually learn something, and that's when you're more likely to follow the advice that was given to you. And really, really do it, because if you never do, you'll never know what works for you. Really do it, really follow through with it. Like, I know it's fucking hard, but you know, you're the master of your universe. And number 7, probably the most important point of all of them, is be kind to yourselves. I mean, just overall take care of yourself. Learn how to live by yourself if you live by yourself. Drink lots of water. Don't skip meals. Eat food just in general. Take lots of breaks between studying, or if you don't really do anything, don't forget to study. Yeah, go on a walk at least once a day, because now I barely leave the house, and yesterday I went on a walk and it felt so nice. So go on a walk at least once a day. Don't forget to talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to your flatmates if you have any, whoever. Just talk to people, because right now connections are so important. Play games, watch TV shows, read books, just do whatever you want. Don't restrict yourself of anything. You are allowed to do whatever you want, as long as you keep a good balance. But yeah, as long as you have balance, you're all good. And just take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. That's really important. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Yeah, and thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment if you'd like to talk. Leave a like if you found any of this useful, or if you just like this video or something. It would be really nice. Just saying. Leave a comment again if there's something else. If you didn't like this video, let me know why. I want to know. I want to learn. We upload every Monday and Thursday. Subscribe if you still haven't. It would make me and Anna very, very, very happy. And I'll see y'all next time. I don't even know when that's gonna be. I hope y'all are staying safe, staying sane. You're all taking care of yourselves. Bye! Ciao!